Are you setting up your partner for failure? And are you placing unrealistic expectations on your relationship? My name is Caylyn, and I'm going to help you answer these questions, as well as give you some insight and a fresh perspective on how you can strengthen your relationship. Make sure to hit subscribe and the bell to be notified every Thursday when I post a new video if you're interested in learning how to take good care of your good self. It took me a long time and a lot of learning before I realized my piece in the demise of my albeit unhealthy relationships. But 1 year-long life course and a lot of counseling later, here is my insight, backed up by a loving relationship where I am learning so much about myself and how to be in a relationship, and I'd like to think I'm doing pretty good at not sabotaging his success at being my partner. To start off, a question. Are you setting your partner up for failure? And do you even know if you're doing it or what that looks like? Second question, are you placing unrealistic expectations on your relationship? Because that is something that's going to cause strain in a relationship. Eventually, it will lead to resentment. Probably on both sides, because we've got partners who have these unrealistic expectations that this partner doesn't know about, that can never meet, and doesn't know why this partner's unhappy with all the things that this person doesn't know they're not doing. Make it stop, right? Is any of this kind of sounding familiar? If so, leave me a comment down below about some unrealistic expectations that you may have placed on your partner, or of any unrealistic expectations that you feel have been placed upon you. And don't feel ashamed about this here. At some point or another, we've all done it. We're probably going to do it again. But I'm going to teach you how to watch out for it. So, my first little piece of insight for you. Can you and your partner meet each other where you're at now? Life is a journey. We are never going to go into a relationship perfect, and we're all going to go into relationships with baggage. Can we meet each other where we're at right now? At this level, and accept where the other one is, that they have some growing to do, because we want them to accept that we have some growing to do also. And next, communication is key. I'm sure we've all heard this one before, but it really is true. Being able to speak to our partners or talk about the things that we're struggling with, or perspectives that we have, or issues that we're having, can give the other one so much insight into us, and can even give us insight into where they are and what they're struggling with. If we're not going to open up and talk about these things with each other, we don't really know where the other one is at, or what they want, or what they're struggling with. It makes support for each other really hard, which in turn makes relationships really hard. And finally, can you take a step back and see if maybe what's going on has to do with some of your own stuff rather than stuff that your partner may be doing or not doing? I know our favorite thing isn't always to look in the mirror, but I think especially in relationships, it's something that's extremely valuable. Being able to be self-aware and look at ourselves. And then you can go talk to your partner about this. And the really nice thing about that kind of opening up and that kind of vulnerability is that it gives them the opportunity to then open up back. And it makes this beautiful path of communication that just, to me, that's where relationships strengthen. So see if you can look at some of your own stuff first and then talk with your partner about that. You might even realize that your partner's trying harder than you realized at first. And that is everything I have today for unrealistic expectations in relationships. If you want to check out more, I have a video on unrealistic expectations of yourself, so check that out. Otherwise, like, subscribe, share with a friend. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you